Hey Alejandro, it was great talking with you on Thursday. My name is John England with Elevate Digital Marketing, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. And you may be wondering why I would do this, and the answer is this, is that many business owners are simply too busy running their businesses to learn how to use the internet to grow their businesses. So by giving you this free game plan, I hope that you will say, hey John, I like this. Please do this for me. So if at the end of this video you like what you hear and you can see that I have a good understanding of how the internet can help you, please give me a call. Or if you want to do this yourself, no big deal. I just ask that you send me some feedback on the video and tell me how I did. So let's not waste any more of your time or mine and get into the 3 things that you can do to outrank your competition online. So the number one thing, very first thing I like to talk about is content. You want to make sure that you have about 1,000 to 1,500 words of content to be optimized with Google. Currently, you guys have 834 words. And if you look at your competition, they only have 635 words. So you're currently beating them. But if you come into this free tool, it's called SEO Quake, you can see that you guys are not ranking for the right things on here. You want to be ranking for, landscaping, Salt Lake City, all these things. So we currently have lawn, fertilizer, city, lake, salt. That's all great. Schedule, service. But if you look at your competition, they have landscape in there. You got to have that in there, landscape or landscaping, to really start to optimize for Google, so it recognizes that, yeah, you're offering landscaping services, whether it's maintenance or whether it's, installation or, design, any of those things. Those are the things that you really want to make sure that you are showing people there. So one of the things to keep in mind is currently there are 390 searches for landscaping Salt Lake City every month. And by not being number 1, you guys are missing out on that possible business that is there. So if we come into the actual Google search, you come up here at the top. This is where people are paying for ads, and ads work. And I do ads. That's something that I work on. But you have to keep in mind that ads can be, if they're not done well, not very effective. You need to make sure that they're working well with your website. Otherwise, they can just become a money pit that you're throwing money at and maybe aren't getting the best value out of it. But by having a great website and ranking that website, you get far more bang for your buck. The next thing that we're going to talk about in here is this map area that is on, in that Google search. And you can actually rank yourself on these Google Maps. So you might be thinking, so John, how do I rank myself in Google Maps? And the answer is through what we call citations. So all a citation is making sure that you have your name, address, your business name, address, and phone number in directories across the internet, and that it's the same across the internet. And currently your competition only has 25 of these citations. So that's a very beatable number. So if you go into places like Yelp or KSL, you can just put in that name, address, and phone number and making sure that it's pointing at your website and start ranking on that website, in the websites as well. So I recommend making sure you get about 50, maybe even 75 citations, just to make sure that you blow your competition out of the water. And then the last part of the Google search I want to talk about is this. This is the organic search, right? These are the places where people are not paying for ads, but it's these websites are ranking when you search landscaping Salt Lake City. And the way you do that is through what we call backlinks. And what a backlink does is it gives your website authority in the eyes of Google. So sometimes we call this link juice. And the way it works is this. So you have site A, it's pointing at site B, and therefore site A is giving some authority to site B. And therefore Google thinks, oh, that website has more authority and therefore is more relevant and more important to the person who's making that search. And it's basically a popularity contest. So the way you do this is that you make sure you go out and you get the right kinds of links, because it's not just the number of links, it's making sure you have the right links. So for example, having a link from, a website like Better Homes and Gardens for landscaping makes far more sense than having a link from, Pizza Hut or, some hotel or something like that. You want to make sure you're having the right kinds of links pointing to your website. And that's how you gain that authority in the eyes of Google. And that's what will move you up in this organic search area. So just to close and go over once again what we talked about, content, you want to make sure that you have 1,000 to 1,500 words of the right keywords, landscaping, Salt Lake City, on your front page. Next, we talked about citations. Again, those are the directory information. You want to make sure you have 50 to 75 of these just to make sure you're beating your competition in a landslide. And then that last thing is the backlinks, the link juice. You want to make sure that you have more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you are the authority. So, and if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. And so what's next? Well, you can take this information, you can do it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want to do it the most effective way, you'll give me a call and save yourself some time. And so you can call me at 801-920-7931. Again, my name is John, and my number is 801-920-7931. And Alejandro, I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.